past weekend in Texas. What the fuck, man? There's
At this point, especially to our generation, it's like this desensitized and regular news. It's kind of messed up to be honest.
like if they're psychologically preparing you just to make this the norm, like so that way they just keep talking about it every day, every day, every day, and that's how people operate. People operate like that, you know. You hear the same shit every day, every day, till you're programmed just to block it out, you know. Like
It's just a lot of it's scheduled programming, just like how scheduled programming is on TV.
wow,
A lot of it is scheduled for certain holidays, certain moons, certain connections to quote unquote patriotic holidays that have a basis in sabotaging um, cultures that are not given certain freedoms from the Constitution itself.
So you think this is bigger than just some guy going there and shooting? You think someone's telling him or forcing that to happen?
oh yeah,
Or do you, really?
yeah.
There's people always in the ears. I feel like it's a ploy of different agencies. If someone's given a blank check and they're given the opportunity to experiment on different people who already have issues.
Okay, so you're talking
Right.
about the ultras,
MK Ultra type stuff.
Okay, you see, I kind of see it like this myself. Like I
But
mean,
apart from it, it's a psychological thing where certain people who are interested in the force are dragged into this world.
let me go like a little more scientific on that ass.
Mm.
So
Show us the skepticism, brother. Otherwise it wouldn't be.
basically, real quick, right? In a nutshell, Osama bin Laden prophesied back then that America, what you do will be your downfall, and will return back to you, right? And you will live to regret this. Your children will live to regret this, right? It's like what he had prophesied, and here we are now, years later. Look at what's going on in America. They want to talk about terrorism. Well, this is the same shit as the jihadis. You'd always stay wearing the fucking bombs to blow themselves up, though they're fucking going with guns and shooting and getting taken in alive. They get taken in alive because they're putting in work to save America, because they want to make America great again. So you have to understand that this is a sickness, though.
We must reform our mental health laws to better identify mentally disturbed individuals who may commit acts of violence and make sure those people not only get treatment, but when necessary, involuntary confinement.
Check it out. Mental disability, right? White supremacy. Don't fall for their narrative, bro. White supremacy is the greatest unspoken mental disability in the world, bro. To believe that you are better than another human being because of your color, and because you are a white male on top of that. So you don't only believe that you are better than any other male, but you also believe that you are dominant over all women. That is a mental disability, bro. You got to be fucking insane to believe that you are better than anybody just because you are a man and a different color. That's lunatic, but keep in mind, now they want to call white terrorists instead of mentally disabled. And now what is Trump saying? That we should put the mentally disabled into mental institutions involuntarily, which means they could just snatch your ass up and throw you in mental hospitals. You know when they used to do that? Back when the slaves and brown people used to run off of plantations. Oh yeah. They thought we was crazy because we didn't want to work for free. They thought we were crazy because we didn't want to work for the white man. Don't let them control the narrative of mental disability. White supremacy is the definition of mental disability. Jim Crow. You know what Jim Crow is? You know Jim Crow? Jim Crow law. blackface, that era. Check it out. They used to put people in mental institutions just for questioning their system, for escaping plantations because you didn't want to be a slave. They literally thought that something was psychologically wrong with you because you didn't want to be a slave. You got a problem, bro. Do not let the crazies control the narrative of mental disability. You know a racist, white supremacy is a mental disability because we ain't that way. That's why they've been here for 500 years, because we're not that way. We love humans. We love people. We believe in Mother Earth, and we believe in having children. We believe in rebirth. We believe in life. It's why they made it past their first winter, because we believe in life.
Mental illness and hatred pulls the trigger, not the gun.
Somebody had pushed this person to that point to believe that.
This is an invasion. When you see these caravans starting out with 20,000 people, that's an invasion. How do you stop these people? You can't. There's no...
If you couldn't hear that response, that was someone in the audience saying, shoot them.
That's only in the panhandle you can get away with that statement.
And we gotta understand, like, what America did to the Middle East, right? They destroyed them through technology, right? The propaganda, the this, the that. They were the fucking creators of propaganda. And how they destroyed Central America is by the militias and starting the whatever else, right? All
More
that corruption,
puppet democracies
all
and,
that,
and
right?
drug trade.
So now what we have here is Russia, China, North Korea, all these people. Now, what America has done to the Middle East, now that side of the world is doing to America. So they're radicalizing these individuals, making them believe that what they're doing is for the name of their God and people. So therefore, they have a worthy cause.
I simply said, Donald Trump, you demanded we use the term radical Islamic terrorism.
Right.
All that you must use it or you can't solve it. I simply said, then let's use your logic. Let's use the terms white supremacist terrorism.
What they did this weekend was worthy to them. See, keep in mind that Trump said lower the flags, but let's raise them back up on 8/8, on 88. With the audacity that this piece of shit has to say, let's raise the flags back up on 88 day. For those of you who don't know what 88 is, 88 is the number for the skinheads. It's a white supremacy number that stands for Hitler. Hail Hitler. Hail Hitler. 88. So on 88, watch those flags go nice and high in the name of Hail Hitler. So for you to believe what this individual did was just a fucking, I'm just gonna go and do this. No, this was a planned, strategic move against brown people.
As well as the language of the white nationalist movement, including a warning about the Hispanic invasion of Texas. The author's ideology is so aligned with the president's that he decided to conclude the manifesto by clarifying that his views predate Trump's 2016 campaign, arguing that blaming him would amount to fake news, another Trump phrase.
You ain't paying attention. You really need to start paying attention. And it's very important now to come together as a people, as a human race, and understand that propaganda is going back and forth on the internet, and it's causing a lot of hate. Humans' emotions are the weakest thing. Plain and simple.
Yeah, a lot of propaganda I take with a grain of salt, but I kind of like look in a way it's like, okay, it's like why was something said, and that answer takes forever to find because you have to read between the lines and on each statement anyone puts out.
When he said invaders, when he said they're invading us, and we need to take our country back and this and that. This is what the guy put in his manifesto. He just repeated what his leader said.
This is an invasion with 20,000 people. That's an invasion.
How can you invade when they were here first, bro? That's so messed up, bro. Like,
see, words are powerful, and how you use them, that really matters. See, invasion, right? Understand why they're using that word invasion. Because these terrorists, these white supremacist, mentally disabled terrorists are going around shooting innocent people. But when they use that word invasion, these psychotic creatures put in their mind that these individuals who are committing crimes against humanity by shooting them up, these white supremacist terrorists, in their eyes, are patriotic heroes. See, when you use the word invasion, what you are saying is that your country, your land is being invaded, so it is your patriotic duty to kill the invader. Words are powerful. Yeah, I've seen in the fucking news, right? These poor girls. They say what they say, man. They say that they're scared, that they just can't believe.
Having to realize that racism is so alive and strong that people are willing to kill us for it, and write full manifestos hating against us because of our nationality out of all things is terrifying.
They just can't believe that this is happening. And you know what, man? That's pretty fucking sad, bro. Because I don't mean to be cold-hearted, but that's their parents' fucking fault, bro.
I never had to come to terms with my own mortality for being Hispanic.
Reading that manifesto opened your eyes that people really think of us like that. They think of us as monsters, as something that shouldn't even be alive.
People are dying simply because they were born slightly south than them. So it's simply because they're slightly darker than someone else. It's terrifying.
You gotta teach your kids right now. And let them know, put them up on game, man. Times have changed. You know? Times have really changed. Come together, be prepared, have these conversations. May those poor souls find peace. And may their souls journey to the other side until they return again. I really want everybody to know that we can't let hate control our thoughts. There's no time for emotions at the moment. Let's put emotions to the side and let's stay focused on the bigger picture. Keep building, keep moving, but just be prepared. Self-defense is a human right. But let's keep building, let's keep moving. The only way we can honor the dead as this road continues is to keep building. Can't let nothing get in our way, man. That's what they want us to stop. They want to stop a generational change. Can't let them. Let's keep moving.
Make America great again, got me thinking. It's time for our ancestors to get back the vengeance. To these false Americans, I'll always be a savage. Fuck the declaration, it's time to pay homage. The native is brown, my blood is red to see. Swallow your fears, take my hand and now walk with me. Walk with me. Walk with me. For the future of all our precious little babies.